Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle Anna. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you've been subscribed for a while, welcome back. In today's video, I'm gonna be continuing the series Single Again. I started this series a couple of weeks ago, a couple months back, and you guys have been really enjoying it. I've been getting amazing feedback from you guys, and that really means a lot to me because I'm rediscovering what it means to be single again after becoming a widow almost 2 years ago, guys. Almost 2 years ago as of the date of this video. And yeah, and today I get this question a lot. And mainly how I just navigate through the holidays. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about that. Now, you're probably wondering, why do you have a turban or a twisty turban, whatever they're called, on your hair? Now, I have a reason, and it's a very good one. It's because I felt like in my last videos, I feel like it was about 2 or 3 videos back, I was talking about soul care and self-care. And I just got off a plane, well, yesterday got off a plane from being back home for Thanksgiving. And I sat down to film this video, or to get ready to film this video. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to actively share how I do a little bit of like self-care and incorporate it into the video. So if you're interested in the topic that I'm going to be talking about, and also in just some of the products I'm going to be using, just keep on watching. Before I get started right into today's topic of conversation, I'm going to show you guys what I'm using on my hair and what I'm using on my face. So first, the hair. You guys know the winter season and curls and blonde hair. Obviously, my hair is not naturally blonde, but to keep it super hydrated for these months in this season, I'm using I'm trying to do weekly masks. So this was the one that I tried this time. So this is the MANUKA honey and MAFURA oil intensive hydration hair mask by SHEAMOISTURE. So I'm going to leave more of the details down in the description box down below. There's probably a link that I found that you can click to. But I have this in my hair to just give my hair some love. Like, the curls have to be flourishing, and they have to be hydrated, and they just want the love as well. So to see how my hair actually comes out, make sure you stay tuned to my next video, because I'm gonna pretty much be wearing my hair out. I know I'm probably gonna look a little silly as I'm talking, but this is how you guys be, you know what I mean? Like when you're doing your treatments and your masks. So I'm just kind of meeting us where we are in a comfortable space. So that's why I'm leaving it on. And then for my face, I was thinking about doing the clay mask, but then I was like, that's not going to work, because by the time it dries on my face, I'm not going to be able to talk to you guys. So I did get a package from MERCIER. Thank you so much, guys. And they had there was one more product in there, but I couldn't bring with me on the plane. And so it's the Flawless Skin. And these products are infused with rose. Now, you guys know I've been like obsessed with anything rose with in regards to skincare. I'm gonna try the moisturizing glow mask. So it's supposed to moisturize and stuff, so I mean, I'm all about that, especially since I just got off a plane. I need some love on the skin side. My skin is like freaking out right now because it was just like 2 degrees in Jersey, and now it's a little warmer in South Carolina. So my skin is like, please help a sister out. Wow, this is like really thick. I wasn't expecting that. Oh man. Okay, well, all right, so I wasn't expecting it to be that thick, but I really like it. It feels kind of jelly-ish, but still very much so like a moisturizer cream, but a very heavy one. This is supposed to stay on for about like 10-ish minutes. So I think it'll be perfect for me to leave it on. Feels good so far. I'm just gonna dry it up a little bit. Moving on to the topic for today, I think it's really important to just address, because I feel like my situation is unique, but I do feel like other people are also on the same boat. So just being a young widow and, you know, no kids, trying to figure out like, well, okay, so then where do I fit in with this? And how do I move along with life and move forward with life as it relates to holidays and just different events in life, right? So one of the questions that I got online that kind of spiked the conversation was, what do I do in terms of holidays and my in-laws? And it was a very simple answer in my mind, but I realized that maybe some people really don't know the dynamic in that, because the way that the culture is set up, or the culture that Curtis and I built, was that, all you got is family. Like, your family is like everything. And so that was always the case for me. My family means the world to me. And we all became a family. In regards to the holiday, we kind of just take each one as it comes. So for example, Christmas, as you guys will see for Vlogmas, I typically, as a Latina, I celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve into Christmas, pretty much midnight into Christmas Day. And so that's something that I grew up doing. That's very that's just how we do it. And so on Christmas Day, typically we would celebrate with the Crumb side of the family. And so that's still the same. I share this to say that it's important to feel comfortable with what you're doing, but also not negate that there was a relationship built. You guys are family still. It doesn't detach you from this family that you have, especially if you're a widow or a widower. I'm specifically speaking on that because that is my life circumstance. That's where I'm at right now. And for me, when I got that question, like I said, I felt like it was a simple answer, but I wanted to share it with you guys and what I do. It actually helps cope with healing and laughing about memories and things that you guys have done in prior years. And it just brings the family closer. You guys share a bond, and I share their last name. Like, it's family. And so I think that was such a good question. And I want you guys to continue sending those questions that may seem and feel obvious to me, and maybe even to yourself. You may want to know how I actually physically go about those things. And just because you don't see something online or on social media doesn't mean it doesn't happen. And then part 2 of what I want to talk about is, in the holiday, being a widow, or just experiencing loss, or being reminded of the death of a loved one can be so difficult. And it's tough, but that's okay. With me, I say, I know some days are not going to be good. I knew some days weren't going to be good. But before the holiday season started this time, I said, I'm going to make a decision, whether I execute it fully or not, but I'm going to make the decision to enjoy this holiday season. I refused to go into it with the mentality that I was just going to be sad. And I don't think that anyone intentionally goes into it thinking that way, but I do think that you need to intentionally make the decision of saying, I'm going to enjoy this holiday season. I mean, any season in life, right? But I think that the holiday season brings about a lot of memories of your loved one. And maybe you're watching this, you're not a widow, you're not a widower, but you've lost a loved one. And the holiday season is very, very rough for you. And the thing is that where I am, I had to make the decision. I was like, this is the time of year where all the family gets together, people fly in town, you get to just do things with your family and all this great things. And even if it's not your blood family, your church family, or your neighborhood family, or whatever the case is, it's a season of cultivating relationship and community. And you could do that all year round, but it just so happens that in the holiday season, that's magnified. And sometimes that can hurt so much because you're missing this person. You're grieving the absence that this person, the laugh of this person is not there. The jokes of this person is not there. And like I said, that's very tough. Go easy on yourself and on your heart. Go into it. Have a plan. Let me tell you something. I have a plan. I have a plan of how, before going into this whole Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year and all that stuff, I have a lot of back-to-back things happening here, right? So I had Thanksgiving. We all have Thanksgiving. We have Christmas season. We have all these birthdays and holidays and New Year. And then for me personally, Curtis passed away in the beginning of the year. How tough it is to start the year with, yes, this is about to be an amazing year and it's about to be amazing and great and thank you, Jesus, and beginning a fast. And in the middle of a fast, that happened in 2017. And when I tell you it was such a blow, and then to happen in the beginning of the year, that was very hard because it was like the start of something, but yet it was the death of something in the beginning of the year. So I know that God makes no mistakes. And so for me, it helps to have some sort of plan, right? We could plan all we want, but God has everything planned out perfectly. But it's wise to at least go into this season saying, okay, I may feel this way, but guess what? Christmas Eve, I'm going to spend it with so-and-so. Christmas Day, I'm going to do this. After Christmas, I'm going to do that. I'm going to volunteer somewhere. I'm going to give my time. I'm going to just be a listener. So as mentioned, having a plan will really help you out. It's not going to solve all of your problems. It's not going to solve the fact that you may feel sad, but at least you're going into it, planning it out in the way that you kind of foresee it happening. One of the things that you don't want to do is deny how you feel. Really be honest with yourself. If you can't handle being around a lot of people, if you can't handle family functions, if you can't handle certain situations that in other circumstances would have been okay, be honest with yourself and let the people that are around you typically, let them know. Let them know that I'm not going to be able to do that, or you know what, I may be a little late, or I may have to leave a little early. Just communicate. I think that that's one of the most important things to do, because you don't want to be in a situation where you isolate yourself and you're not honest with yourself and you're denying the things that you really truly honestly feel. And it's okay to feel that way. It is truly okay. One of the things that I do is just grab onto God. Like, if it wasn't for my faith in God and knowing the fact that He is holding it all together and holding it down, and my dependency on Him, I really wouldn't be able to survive some of the just raw feelings of missing someone, especially around the holidays. And yes, I do still have moments where I'm like, gosh, like I miss him, and gosh, he would have done this and that and whatever. And that is very, very real. Like, it's very, very real. Like I say before, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I feel like the notion of or the saying of time heals all wounds, I get it. I get where it's coming from. The reality is that Jesus heals all wounds. And it may take a very long time. It may take a very short time. But I think in this season, in the holiday season, it's important to apply some of these things that I shared in this video so that you know where you are and people could kind of meet you where you are. But the most important thing, honestly, at the end of the day, as we extend grace to others, we need to extend grace to ourselves. I'm going to go ahead and wash this mask off, and I'm going to wash this mask off, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I've officially taken the mask off of my hair and taken the mask off of my face that I had on my face, obviously. And I actually went ahead and styled my hair. And it's so funny how it looks when it's like damp or wet compared to how it looks when it's actually fully dried. I think that's so cool and super interesting. My skin feels so good and super soft. I actually used my fresh moisturizer to clearly moisturize my face and kind of set everything. So I'll just leave all of that information in the description box just in case you're curious. That pretty much concludes today's video. If you want to see how these curls come out, make sure that you stay tuned for the next video. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's topic. Clearly, it's not easy to be in a situation of losing someone and having to still go about celebrating the holidays, but it doesn't have to be a sad time of the year. If you've recently lost somebody or lost someone, period, how do you guys cope through the holidays? And what are some things that maybe someone else who doesn't know how to actually manage and navigate through this season, what would you say to them? Go ahead and comment down below with some words of encouragement, or even if you are encouraging yourself at some point in your past, what would you say to that self, to that person that was in a dark place that needed a word of encouragement to get through the holiday season or any season that is rather difficult when it comes to remembering or reminiscing on a loved one? I really hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel and make sure that you give it a like. And also, just to let you guys know, you guys can find me anywhere on social media at Love Michelle Anna. I'm looking forward to Vlogmas. If you want to drop an idea or two on the kinds of things that I should do for Vlogmas, it is 25 days because it's literally vlogging from the first day of December until Christmas. So hopefully I can make it happen. Like I said, drop an idea or two of some things that I should do in the Vlogmas season. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I just realized that my watch is back there. It got like soaking wet.